For thousands of years, ancient civilizations left behind more than ruins. They left behind questions. How did they carve stone with machine-like precision, generate electricity before the light bulb, and build wonders that even modern science still can't explain? These aren't myths. These are real artifacts, real places, and real technologies that defy logic, history, and time itself. You're about to discover 20 mysterious inventions so advanced they might not belong to the past at all. Welcome to the secrets history tried to bury. Number 1. Antikythera mechanism, the world's first computer. In the deep blue waters off the coast of Antikythera, a Greek island nestled in the Aegean Sea, divers made a startling discovery in 1901. What they found was unlike anything the world had ever seen. Corroded and encrusted by centuries underwater was a complex system of bronze gears and wheels, an object so advanced that it would take nearly a century to even begin understanding it. This was the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient device so intricate, so ahead of its time, that it challenges everything we think we know about the technological capabilities of the ancient world. The mechanism, dated to around 100 BCE, is often called the world's first analog computer. But it wasn't used for spreadsheets or games. It was designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses, to track the cycles of the sun and moon, and even the timing of the ancient Olympic Games. A machine that ancient Greeks created to model the cosmos? It contains more than 30 bronze gears precisely cut and interlocked in a system so delicate it could calculate celestial events decades in advance. It tracked lunar phases, solar movements, and planetary cycles with astonishing accuracy. The gears move in sync with mathematical precision, following the Metonic cycle, an understanding of lunar years so complex it wasn't rediscovered until over 1,000 years later. Number 2. Baghdad Battery, the ancient power source. In 1938, just outside modern-day Baghdad, archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig unearthed a strange clay jar. Inside it, a copper cylinder, a single iron rod, and traces of acidic residue. It didn't look like much until someone asked a shocking question. Could this be a battery? Known today as the Baghdad Battery, this 2,000-year-old artifact may be one of the most controversial discoveries in ancient history. When filled with vinegar or citrus juice, replicas of the jar can generate a small electric charge, just a few volts, but enough to raise eyebrows. Did ancient civilizations have electricity? And if so, what were they using it for? Some suggest it was used in electroplating, coating objects in thin layers of metal. Others say that it may have had ritualistic or medicinal uses, but the truth is, no one really knows. There are no written records, no instructions, just fragments and speculation. The battery-like design seems intentional, yet isolated. No other similar devices have been discovered nearby. Could it have been part of a larger system? A remnant of knowledge passed down, then lost? Or is it a misunderstood tool, misidentified by the lens of modern science? In the end, the Baghdad Battery remains a question mark, a tiny clay jar that might hold evidence of an ancient electrical age. And we're still searching for answers. Number 3. The Pyramids of Egypt, engineering beyond time. Towering above the sands of Giza for over 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid of Khufu stands as one of humanity's most awe-inspiring achievements. But here's the real mystery. How was it built?
Constructed from more than 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2 to 80 tons, the pyramid aligns almost perfectly with the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west. Its base is nearly level, to within less than an inch, and its proportions match the golden ratio with stunning precision. This wasn't random stacking of stone, it was masterful engineering. Yet the Egyptians left no blueprints, no diagrams, not a single detailed description of the construction process. Some scholars propose massive ramps. Others argue for counterweight systems. But none of these theories fully explain how such precision was achieved, especially without iron tools or advanced machinery. And it's not just the construction. Inside the pyramid, hidden shafts and chambers were built with astronomical and mathematical knowledge far ahead of its time. The Great Pyramid isn't just a tomb, it's a cosmic puzzle. Could the Egyptians have had access to lost knowledge, perhaps even technology forgotten by history? Or were these incredible structures the result of intuition, celestial observation, and genius passed down through generations? Thousands of years later, we still gaze at the pyramids in wonder, not just for what they are, but for what they still refuse to tell us. Number 4. Stone Spheres of Costa Rica, the perfect mystery. Hidden deep in the lush rainforests of Costa Rica lie hundreds of perfectly shaped stone spheres, some as small as a tennis ball, others weighing more than 15 tons. They are called las bolas, and no one truly knows why they were made. Discovered in the 1930s by banana plantation workers, these ancient granite balls appear to have been crafted by a civilization that left no written language, the Dequis culture, long vanished before the Spanish arrived. The most astonishing part, many of these spheres are nearly perfect in roundness, some accurate to within a few millimeters. Even today, shaping solid stone to such precision would require advanced tools and heavy machinery. But the Dequis had neither. No metal tools, no cranes, no wheels. Some were found in geometric alignments, pointing to the stars or marking celestial events. Others were buried, hidden beneath layers of earth as if intentionally preserved or protected. Were they symbols of power, astronomical markers, or even something deeper, messages in stone meant to survive time? Despite decades of study, no one knows for sure. These ancient spheres remain silent, scattered across the land, as if guarding a secret that refuses to be cracked.
Number 5. Roman concrete, stronger than today's? Across the ruins of ancient Rome, structures like the Pantheon, Colosseum, and countless aqueducts still stand 2,000 years later. And they all share one secret: Roman concrete. But here's the twist. It's stronger and more durable than the concrete we use today. While modern concrete deteriorates in decades, Roman concrete has survived centuries of storms, erosion, and time. And we didn't even begin to understand why until the 21st century. Scientists discovered that the Romans used a special mix: volcanic ash, lime, and seawater. Over time, this mixture reacts with the environment, actually making the concrete stronger as it ages. It even heals itself, growing crystals in cracks to seal them shut. How did they know this? There are no surviving Roman manuals detailing the exact process, no formal documentation of this advanced material science. It was an art,
a craft likely passed through generations of builders now lost to time. Some historians wonder, was Roman concrete simply brilliant trial and error? Or did they inherit knowledge from even older civilizations whose techniques are now completely forgotten? Why in all our progress did this ancient formula vanish only to be rediscovered centuries later? One thing is clear. Rome wasn't just built in a day. It was built to last. Number 6. Vimanas, ancient flying machines of India. In the ancient epics of India, the Ramayana and Mahabharata, there are tales of extraordinary flying chariots known as Vimanas. Imagine flying palaces cruising across the skies, cities in the air, war machines that could disappear and reappear at will. The most famous legend is the Pushpaka Vimana, once belonging to Ravana and later commandeered by Rama, a craft described as a golden chariot of the sun, able to traverse anywhere at the pilot's command. Then there are other Vimanas, like the Rukma, Gaja, and Shakuna, said to mimic animals or birds, equipped with multi-level cabins and even mercury-based propulsion systems. They were more than legends, they were engineering marvels. Descriptions from the 11th century Samarangana Sutradhara suggest heating mercury to lift these machines, while the Vaimanika Shastra, early 20th century aeronautics manual, outlines over 3,000 shlokas detailing construction, navigation, and even weapon systems. Skeptics, notably from the Indian Institute of Science, argue the designs are fantastical and aerodynamically impossible, placing the Shastra's origin around 1904, not antiquity. But whether myth or blueprint, the Vimana stories are rich, with ancient pilots trained in visibility control, even how to create light and darkness. So ask yourself, did our ancestors truly dream of flight like us? Or did they possess lost knowledge of ancient aviation now buried in metaphor and myth? The Vimanas remain one of history's most tantalizing enigmas, a hint that ancient engineers may have glimpsed the skies long before the Wright brothers did.
Number 7. Nazca Lines, celestial geoglyphs of Peru. High above the arid plains of southern Peru, an astonishing sight emerges from the sky. Hundreds of massive lines, spirals, and animal shapes etched into the earth, some stretching over 1,200 feet long. These are the Nazca Lines, a vast network of geoglyphs created by the ancient Nazca civilization over 1,500 years ago. From the ground, they seem like random paths, but from above, they transform into precise images of spiders, hummingbirds, monkeys, and even humanoid figures. But how and why? There's no definitive answer. The Nazca had no flying machines, no drones, no way to see their work from the air, yet the proportions are astonishingly accurate. And their purpose? Still a mystery. Some scholars believe the lines were part of astronomical calendars, mapping the stars or aligning with solstices. Others suggest they were ceremonial walkways, designed to be experienced on foot during religious rituals. But then there are the more mysterious theories, that they were messages to the gods above, or even landing strips for ancient visitors, a hypothesis that still sparks fiery debate today. The desert's dry, windless climate has preserved the lines for centuries, but erosion and tourism now threaten them. The Nazca Lines are a message carved across time, but until we decode their full meaning, they remain as silent and stunning as the desert that hides them.
Number 8. Incan walls of Sacsayhuaman, precision without machines. Towering above the ancient city of Cusco, Peru, lies a colossal fortress, Sacsayhuaman, a marvel of Incan engineering that continues to baffle experts to this day. Its walls are built from enormous stone blocks, some weighing over 120 tons. But it's not their size that stuns archaeologists, it's their precision. Each block is cut and fitted so tightly that not even a blade of grass can slide between them. No mortar was used, just stone carved to interlock like a three-dimensional puzzle. And here's the real mystery. The Incas had no iron tools, no wheels, no cranes. So how did they cut, move, and lift these megaliths through mountainous terrain? Some say they softened the stones with a lost plant-based chemical, turning them into clay-like forms. Others believe the stones were shaped using thousands of smaller tools over many years. But still, the complexity is mind-bending, not just in engineering, but in intention. Why build with such obsessive precision? To withstand earthquakes? To send a message? Or was this knowledge inherited from an even older civilization long forgotten? Sacsayhuaman stands today not just as a fortress, but as a riddle in stone, a place where history refuses to speak plainly. Its walls remain firm, but its secrets are still loose in the wind.
Number 9. Greek fire, the ancient weapon that burned on water. In the shadowed annals of medieval warfare, few weapons inspired more terror than Greek fire, a mysterious incendiary liquid used by the Byzantine Empire. A flame so fierce it could burn on water. Deployed through siphons aboard ships, Greek fire clung to enemy vessels, igniting them in seconds. It couldn't be put out with water. It hissed and screamed across the waves like a living curse. Its formula? A closely guarded state secret, so well hidden, in fact, that it has been lost to history. Historians suspect it may have included ingredients like naphtha, quicklime, sulfur, or even petroleum, but no modern recreation has fully matched its unique power or its terrifying properties. Greek fire wasn't just a weapon, it was a psychological force. Enemies feared it more than swords or siege engines. Entire naval battles were decided by a single burst of flame. And perhaps that's why the Byzantines protected its recipe so fiercely. It was their advantage in a brutal world, one they took to the grave. What kind of minds engineered such a substance so long ago? And what knowledge did they possess that we no longer do? Greek fire remains one of the great technological ghosts of history, a weapon born of mystery and consumed by it.
Number 10. Mohenjo-Daro's plumbing, ancient urban engineering. In the heart of the Indus Valley, more than 4,000 years ago, rose one of the world's first great cities, Mohenjo-Daro. Its ruins whisper of a civilization as advanced as it was ancient. And perhaps its most remarkable achievement? Plumbing. This city had a grid-based layout, brick houses with private bathrooms, and an intricate system of covered drainage and sewage, a level of urban infrastructure that many cities in Europe wouldn't achieve until thousands of years later. Water flowed through terracotta pipes. Waste drained away into well-planned channels. Even stormwater had its own runoff routes. All without pumps, electricity, or concrete. But here's the mystery. No monumental temples, no grand palaces, no royal tombs.
Instead, Mohenjo-Daro was a city built for the people, with hygiene, order, and public health as cornerstones. How did such a sophisticated system emerge in 2600 BCE? And why, after flourishing for centuries, did this brilliant civilization vanish almost without a trace? No one knows for certain. Was it climate change? A shift in the river? Something else entirely? All that remains are the ruins and a drainage system that still works in parts of the city today. Mohenjo-Daro is more than an archaeological site. It's a forgotten blueprint of modern urban life buried beneath centuries of silence.